Hey FlossTube, it's Robin, Thrifty Artist Stitching. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Today's December the 1st. Yes, Monday, December the 1st. I know some people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but if you do, I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. It's been about 3 weeks since my last video, and I have a lot to share. I usually wait about a month, but I have a lot. So I decided to, I know there's a lot of Flossmas videos this month, so I'm not filming Flossmas, but I wanted to give an update on my current whips, and then probably won't do a video in December other than at the end of the month I will probably do my whip parade. So anyway, let's get started. I've got lots to show. Also, we're having a giveaway since I hit 500 subscribers to my channel, so there will be a giveaway at the end of the video, or towards the end, before live. So if you don't want to stick around for that, that's fine. Okay, first things, I have 4 finishes, not fully, but they're finished. Hang on, I have a huge pile in front of me, so I'm gonna move some stuff around to be noisy. First thing is Aimee. Hang on, forgot my board. Do I have a board? Maybe. Do I have a board? I've got to get a real board. I don't have a real board. I just use whatever, which a lot of people do. Anyway, Aimee. Oh, I don't need a board for her. From Stacy Nash Animal Crackers. She is finished. I could have done a little better centering her on the fabric so I'd have more to work with, but it is what it is. So she was stitched on 18 count Rustico Ada, probably from Hobby Lobby, Michael's, somewhere. I did do a conversion. I thought I had everything written down, can't find it, don't know what I did with it, but I'll try to figure it out. But it's all overdyes. I think it's teal frost, maybe, and then a pink hibiscus, I think. I changed her brown, I think the original was kind of a grayish bunny. I wanted a brown bunny. So anyway, I'll try to figure out what colors I use. I don't know if I will or not. But anyway, I'm going to finish her as a stand-up. So hopefully, and I think I've shown in my last video, or one of my videos, I don't know if you can, I don't want to turn you around, that little cabinet right there. She's gonna fit in one of those little holes. I've measured her. She just fits. If I measure her, if I make her from right at the top of her ear to her toe, she will have just a hair, no pun intended. She'll have just a little bit that she will fit in there. So hopefully she won't be the only cracker that I stitch, but right now, she was my first finish. All right, number 2 was start and finish, Jingle All the Way from Lizzie Kate. Sorry, no, I didn't iron anything, all wrinkledy. This is an older pattern, probably from early 2000s. Had a little button and a little jingle bell, but this was a quick stitch, a couple of evenings, probably 3 or 4 evenings. So I'll make it into an ornament or a little pillow, I don't know for sure. But I've started my Christmas stitching, so this was the first thing. The second thing was a start and finish also is Heart and Hand Tiny Town Christmas, and it's so cute. This is these are such cute designs. But I did a conversion, a complete conversion. I did write these down, so if anybody wants it, I'm happy to. Sorry, I keep looking out the window. There's a guy riding some kind of weird bicycle thing out in front of my window. I was trying to figure out what he was doing, but it's like a stand-up bicycle thing. I don't know what it is, but anyway. I did do a conversion. I did write it down, so if anybody wants it, I'm happy to provide it. Everything that was red, either Lancaster red or I can't remember the other red called for in this chart. I used Etoile, and I don't know if you can see the sparkly. Yeah, there you go. Little sparklies. Here, let me cover up my face so it'll hopefully focus. But everything red, I used Etoile, 2 strands. Oh, and I didn't say what that was stitched on, that Jingle All the Way. It was 28 count, some kind of scrap linen. This is 28 count lichen by Under the Sea Fabric. Yep, Under the Sea Fabrics. So I'm going to make this into a drum sometime in the new year. I don't know when. It won't be done before Christmas, but I want a whole collection of drums. Sorry, keep getting distracted by my window over here. Sorry. I have a cabinet in my foyer, which is right there. You can't see that. You can barely see the cabinet, but anyway, that's where I have most of my stitching stuff for the, well, most of my, I do my holiday decor there. But anyway, there's a little spot in that cabinet that is, has like a little glass shelf. It's kind of like a curio cabinet. But I want drums in there. So I'll try to insert a picture somewhere right here, maybe of the cabinet, or I'll take a video of it and post it. It may be on my Instagram. I don't know. But anyway, this was a start and a finish, so it'll be a drum at some point, and as soon as I can figure out how to make a drum. I know Helen D's got a tutorial. Vanna had a tutorial, but I don't know if she'll be back or not. So anyway, my last finish is, which I don't have a color, but anyway, well, maybe I do. The pears from Aimee B's. I think I have a, where's my files? I have the PDF. I did do the kit. I was lucky enough to get it in on the kit. So there's the pears for the Jingle Ball. So I'm taking this class. And it's a 36 count Aztec red linen. I'm not a fan of linen. I've said that on my channel before. I love the look of it. I don't like stitching on it. This was absolutely no exception. Did not like stitching on this at all. It's very loose. It was one strand of Belsois. I don't remember the name of the floss. Snowflake? No. I don't remember. What was it? Hang on. I'll tell you. Belsois. I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. Is it in here? Icing, excuse me. Belsois icing. So it was one strand, 36 count, 1/2. And my ice maker just dropped ice, and boy, it was loud. One strand over 2, 36 count. I don't like the coverage. So the word joy, I actually did 2/2. I like that better. But I've only stitched one. Not sure I'll do the other 2 because I don't like the fabric. So if I do the other 2, I will change the fabric. But I still have this much left, which is enough to do 2. So this will be in the Jingle Ball class. So if you're going to the Jingle Ball, I will be in this class. I don't know how much other attendance I'll be able to do. I'm hoping to get, you know, to some of the stitching rooms. It's my first Jingle Ball. I'm a little nervous. I don't know why, because I do floss tubes, but I think that actually interaction of people you really don't know, you know, I can film this, y'all, you know, I can upload it if I want to or if I don't want to. Oh shoot, my phone's ringing, sorry. Got to turn my do not disturb on, but anyway. So that is Joy. The other 2 are Noel, and there's just one that's just the leaves and, you know, the berries. But like I said, they're cute. They're really cute. I want to learn how to make them, but I don't particularly care for the fabric, so we'll see. All right, hang on. Let me put this back in its little bag so I don't lose my pair. All right, that is all my finishes. New starts. Where's my list? New starts, new starts. So I showed you 2 that were new starts and finishes. So my other new starts are Pumpkins for Sale by Little House Needleworks. This is an older pattern from 2009. So I'm doing this on a 28 count. It was called sponged back in the day because the fabric's probably that old. And I just got the border done of the the sign that's for the pumpkins for sale. So this was part of my Halloween stitching. Got a good bit done on it. I don't know how many stitches I did. Let me look and see. I got a good bit done on it. But boy, that border is, it's a lot. So this will go away for, that's 427 stitches. So this will go away until probably next summer-ish, fall-ish, when I bring back out my pumpkins, stitching all the fabric. And, you know, pick it back up then. Might do some during the year, just depends on, you know, if it comes out for anything or just because I want to. And then I started a witchy stitcher. Oh yeah, here's this one. It's called the medicine. The difference in medicine and poison is the dose. My daughter's a nurse. I don't know if I actually have a picture of it. Nope, it's not on there. Hang on. I should have had it pulled up and I didn't. Trying to be more, there it is. You've probably seen, oh, come on, iPad, do your thing. So it's this right here. So my daughter's a nurse, my daughter and son-in-law are nurses, so it's kind of dark humor about, you know, difference in medicine and poison is the dose. So a little dark humor for the nurses. I'm doing this one on a 16 count Ada Morning Fog by Bestitchme. I think I won this one in a giveaway, but I just got to start on it. But you can see this, it's kind of a grayish, morning foggish, so I think it'll look good. But I just got to start on it. Started on the top. I think I got about 500 stitches in, but not in any hurry. This will be maybe a finish next Christmas for her and for them. I don't know. Just thought it was cute. I sent it to her and got her approval. You know how kids are, which she's not a kid anymore. She's in her mid-30s. So I got their approval before I started it, so that was fun. All right, now whips that I've been working on. This is Seeking Refuge by the Scarlett House. And I'm stitching this on 28 count jobelan called Kirk by Grace Notes. And I love this fabric. It's so pretty. And that border, I did the top border and then started down the side, and I love how it looks. Fabric's so pretty. But I don't know if you, I did the border last time, but you can see the colors. I don't know if it's showing up how vibrant red that reddish orange is in the flower. It's so pretty. It's kind of blowing it out. It's a real cloudy gray day here today, but that's kind of the, it's a little bluer than that, but it's so pretty. But that border, that is this is a wide chart. I didn't realize how wide it was. So I'll still have a little bit of this fabric left over. So that's Seeking Refuge. Just gonna pile all this up. You know how it is when you do a floss tube, when you get done, you're just tons of stuff. All right, next whip was Boo to You, which is Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. And this is on a 32 count Belfast linen winter sunset from the Crafty Kitten. I think I got this on a D-Stash group. That was the package it was in, and I could barely read it because it's so small. Oh, my eyesight's terrible. This was part of my Halloween stitchy. And as far as I got, that's a lot of stitching on that pumpkin head. I did do a conversion. I'm using a bell swab for the pumpkin. I don't remember the name of it, but I will find it if you are interested. But that's where I got to. Oh, hang on. This one's a lot of fun. And I'm not a linen stitcher, but it's actually fun stitching on this one just because the bell swab silk is wonderful to stitch with. If you've never stitched with it, I love it. I could stitch everything. If I could afford it and it was all the colors, I would stitch on with silk all the time. So that is Boo to You. Put that back in there. Next is, whoops, Tiny Heart, Tiny Town. Heart and Hand, Tiny Town, sorry. Halloween Town. And I think I showed this one last time. It's on a 28 count avocado by Bestitchme. Love green. He's about halfway done. I'd like to get this one finished so I can do a drum when I make the other drum. So I may try to work on this one. It's hard to stitch Halloween during Christmas, but I would like to, and that way I can do both drums at the same time while I'm learning drum making. So that's, it turned out cute. I like it. So we'll see if I can muster up the Halloween stitching during Christmas time. All right. Next is, oh, I forgot to show this last time on my, I think my last video. Yeah, because I showed it in my Halloween video that I was going to start it, but I forgot to show it on my last video. But it's Halloween at Hawker & Hollow, which everybody has seen this. I know Becca is stitching this. HAED, the Potty Mouth Stitcher, is stitching this. Jade, 310 Stitcher. Somebody else is stitching it with us, and I can't remember who. I'll link below. But anyway. Oh, Chris Caballero. I don't know how to say her name. I don't know if it says it right. She doesn't have FlossTube, but she is on Instagram. So we're all stitching this. I'm stitching it on 28 count, not another sampler by Bestitchme. And this thing is huge. I think Jade's doing it on 40 count, or maybe Becca's doing it on 40 count. And I can't remember what Jade, I think Jade's is 40 count too. And it's very small. Mine is on 28 count and it's a bed sheet. It's huge. Huge. So I got all the border done and started, I don't know why I started on that one middle block, but anyway. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So the border, it was fun. It really wasn't too bad stitching the border, but that border is about 4,500 stitches. It's huge. But I was so glad everything lined up, everything met up. So when I stitch borders like that, I usually try to stitch 10 stitches, you know, going this way, and every 10th one I cross, and then I keep going with 9, and then I do a 10. So, and that is just an easy way to count if you're doing a long straight border. So that is Hawker & Hollow. That'll probably take me forever, but we'll see. Hang on one sec. Hang on, real time here. Okay, sorry. Had an interruption again. The next one is Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais, which everybody has seen this. It's, you know, it's a few years old. But I just love the pink house. I think Jessica, the Sweetwater Stitcher, she had changed the color. This is not, it's actually showing up pinker than the actual chart looks, but I wanted it more pink. And I'm doing mine on a 28 count Star Sapphire jobelan that I've had the fabric forever. It's a green color. It's not sapphire, or I mean sapphire's blue. It's not sapphire, it's green. This is a pale green, and that's how far I've gotten. And a hanging thread because, you know, it is what it is. Didn't iron anything. I wish this showed up better, but it's a green. I don't know, you can't really tell. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of it's a pale green. I don't know why they named it Star Sapphire, because it's not, unless that is a greenish color, but I thought sapphire was blue. But anyway, that is where I'm at. I think I'm going to make this a focus this month because I would like to get, I know I probably won't finish it, but I would like to get a lot of that done during the Christmas season. So I've got a couple of things I want to focus on for Christmas. That one, and then another Brenda Gervais piece in Goodwill. I could turn it that way so you can see the name of it, but most people know this. Now, I may need a board for this because this fabric that I'm using is, oh, it's not too bad. I'll just hold it up in front of me. So this is a 28 count, some kind of linen. Terrible. 28 count Charles Craft. I think I got it at Michael's. It's very loose, thin. It looks good. The color's pretty, but it's just a thin, I mean, you can see straight through it. But that's as wide as it is right there. And I think that's pretty much the bottom too. So I need to cut my fabric down. So I don't have all this loose fabric everywhere. I just haven't taken the time yet. So, but that's where I'm at. I wanted to get, I think that's almost 3 corners. Oh, that looks good right there. I changed the white to a, it's got some kind of wool in it too, I think. I don't remember what the name of it is. It's, it's stuck back here. It is a, oh, it's hung in my bag. It's Soie d'Alger, because I wanted to try different whites on linen because, you know, I don't like white stitches. A lot of people don't like white stitching with their DMC, so I wanted to try. It kind of ghosts on here, but in real life you can see it when there's something behind it. Here, let me fold it that way and you kind of, so you can see the white down here better. The snowflake kind of ghosts a little bit, but you can see it. You can see it in real life. So that's, and I want to focus on this one also. So I'm going to have both Brenda Gervais as a focus for the Christmas season. And I think I can get this one finished. It's, I think it's got about 4,000 stitches left in it. So I'll see. But I'd like to get that one finished. I don't know if it'll get finished, but, you know, it may not be fully finished, but it'll finished. And I think my last, oh, no, I got one more whip, 2 more, is Lighthouse, my cottage garden samplings. And I know everybody's seen this one. Yeah, let me hold it over here. It's better. And I'm stitching this on a Bestitchme something. I don't know the name of it. It's just some kind of blue. That's these fabulous house series are no joke. That's a lot of stitches, but it's so pretty. I finally got down to almost the bottom of the lighthouse. I love this one, so I'd like to have it done for the summer. So I will, after the Christmas stitching, this one will become probably a focus to get it finished, so I can fully finish it, hopefully sometime this spring. So that's my Lighthouse. Oh, it's on 28 count Aquarius by Bestitchme. And let's see, I got one more whip. It's full coverage. The Sewing Desk by Heaven and Earth. It's an Aimee Stewart artwork. I made this my 100 stitches a day for December, and I got 3,437 stitches. And this is the Sewing Desk, Aimee Stewart artwork, Heaven and Earth designs. And I'm starting to, and of course this is a big piece of fabric. This is a 25 count 1/1. And that is 3,400 and, what did I just say? 3,437 stitches, which does not look like 3,400 stitches. And I'm at 1.75% out of 196,000 plus. So basically 197,000 stitches, and I'm at 3,400 stitches. So long, 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 long way to go. But maybe one day. I'm getting more into full coverage. I've gotten to where I just love it. And I have plans for more full coverages. So, all right, that is all my whips and my new starts. My finishes. And now my haul, which haul and plans kind of go together. So I am doing the Heaven and Earth designs, the stitch along, but I'm only going to stitch the one page to get the Aimee Stewart chart whenever it comes out. I'm doing the, I think it's Be Wise. It's the bird and owl, if you've seen it. I thought I had a picture of it, but I don't know if I do or not. Anyway, you can go to Heaven and Earth Designs website or their Facebook page and see the charts. There's a whole Facebook group if you decide to join, but I'm only stitching one page. If you stitch one page, you get the Heaven and Earth, you get the Aimee Stewart chart that's coming out, the exclusive. So that's what I'm going to be working towards. There was none of the charts were just earth-shattering that I had to have, but I do want the Aimee Stewart. Not that I need the Aimee Stewart, but it's supposed to be a stitching haven, and I'm sure it's going to be very colorful and very Aimee Stewart-ish style. So yeah, I don't have a picture of it. I thought I did. So anyway, I joined that, have my floss, and went ahead and I only had a little piece of 25 count. It's plenty big enough for one page, but I didn't have enough for the Q-snap. So I just cut some. I think this was like one big long strip. So I just cut some and did some stitching and sewed some extra on there so it'll fit in the Q-snap. I'm ready to go. I'm going to start in the middle of that one page and it'll be ready to go. So I don't have a picture of it. I thought I did, but anyway, you can go on their website and look. I did get my Grace Notes fabric of the month. It's called Cranberry Bliss. I was in the 28 count jobelan. I did discontinue it for 2026 just because I have so much fabric. So it's a pinky plumish. Yeah, it's showing up darker. That slide out of my chair. It's showing up kind of dark, but it's more of a pinkish plum. It's pretty. Not sure what I'll stitch on it, but I'm sure I'll find something at some point. So I got that in the mail, and she sends a little sticker. Corinne is so sweet. But I did discontinue it this year for 2026 just because I have so much fabric. And then, hang on, I gotta reach around my camera to get this. Maybe I won't knock my camera. I also, most everything I bought was PDFs. So this is Jingle All the Way Dear by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. And I'm starting this today with Laura from Stitching by the Shore, and I think Beth from Crafts and Books. I think she's stitching it too. So that was another PDF I got. He was so cute. Laura started this, and I'm like, why are you going to enable? Because now I got to buy him. He's so cute. So I got all my floss. I'm doing it all in the called for colors. They're all over dyes because I want the variegation. I think Laura said she might not do that black diamondish border at the bottom, but I'm going to because he's so cute. So I'm starting him today. And then, as I was watching FlossTube, which everybody knows is terrible, I went down a rabbit hole of charts. Stitches So Beautiful is having a huge sale, or were having a huge sale. I think it's done now. 53% off. So I had this one on my wish list. Purchased it. I have the fabric. I have most of the floss. Might start this one. So in my plans, we'll talk about that in a minute. So I got that one. And then found this one on Etsy. My daughter and son-in-law, it's probably going to be for them. Not my style, not my taste, but I wanted a stained glass. I love the look of a stained glass, and they live out in the Southwest. So they actually have a really pretty carved skull that they purchased somewhere for my local artist. So they don't know about this one. So if my daughter's watching, close your eyes. You might get this one day, but it might not be anytime soon. So, but anyway, might start that one next year for them. And then I was watching Jade, the 310 Stitcher, and went down a rabbit hole. And I purchased this full coverage. This is from Pink somebody. Oh gosh, I thought I wrote it down and I didn't. I'll link it below. Pink something on Etsy. The seahorse. Oh my God, he's beautiful. I love it, love it, love it. It's called Cave Seahorse, and he does look like he's in a cave. It's so pretty. And another flamingo. Not sure when any of these will get started, except I'm retiring in 2 weeks. And I want a new start for my retirement. I think that's all. That was all of my purchases. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that was it. So, leads me to plans. I'm retiring in 2 weeks. Yay! I have 10 working days after today, and on the 12th is my last day. I want a new start. So, I have 5 choices. I posted them on Instagram, but I'm leaning towards this one because we went to Phoenix one year and I just loved between Phoenix and Flagstaff, all the saguaro cactus. They're so pretty and amazing, and you just can't believe they can grow that tall. And I would love to do that. So that's one. The seahorse is choice number 2. Number 3, and I love this one because it's so colorful. Number 4, I have 2 more that I was choosing from. Let me find it. It's a Stitches So Beautiful. I bought it a while ago. This one I think was number 5. Or a Bella Filipino, which I've never stitched a Bella Filipino before. And I haven't bought this yet. It's the Legend of Freya, I don't know how you say it. It's the mermaid riding the seahorse. So, I don't know which one I want to start for my retirement because I love all of them. I'm thinking towards the saguaro cactus, but we'll see. So that's a dilemma but I need to decide on that because I only have 2 weeks. I have kitted up some of these already when I purchased them. I try to pull floss and see if I have fabric or whatever. This one is pretty much kitted up. I don't have the metallics or the beads yet, but I'm going to do my own anyway since metallics are so hard to find these days. I'll just pull something that I have or substitute. I know even petite treasure braids are hard to find. So anyway, that is, that's my plans. And then focus on 2 Christmas stitches and a Halloween tiny town. I think that's all. Oh, and I have more plans. So I want to stitch on my Mill Hill. So I'm working on, I haven't put any stitches this month. I'm doing the Mill Hill Christmas Village all on one piece of fabric. I've done one, and then the bookseller, or whatever it's called, is the second one. And this is on a yard of fabric. It's huge, huge, huge. I don't think I'll need the whole yard, but I'm doing 24 of the houses, I think. So I'd like to finish the bookseller. I'd like to finish that one. The cathedral is done except the beading. I'm going to wait and do the beading last on all of these. So maybe in 100 years. But ideally, when I started these, it was, oh, I'm going to stitch one a month. That was a year ago, and I've done 1.5. So clearly that is, I didn't stick to those plans very well, did I? It's because of all of you enablers that show all these cute projects that I got to go buy, and then I got to start. And I blame it all on you guys. So anyway, that is one thing I would like to focus on, is get that one finished stitching. And then, since it's Christmas Day, I am starting Green Coat Santa by Teresa Kogut. Everybody's seen this. I have it all kitted up. The only trouble I'm having is stitching from her color charts. I'm trying to get it in Markup RXP, and oh, it's dealing me fits. So I think I'm going to have to just make a working copy. I hate stitching off paper, but I think I'm just going to have to, because I cannot get it in Markup. I'm not going to do the border around him, I don't think. I think I'm just going to do the snow in him. And I may make him into a stand-up with all his little friends. I don't know for sure. And I don't think I'm going to stitch the little house. I'm not a fan of where it is. Okay. Probably don't need to know that, but it looks like he's going to sit on it. I just don't like where it's at. So I don't think I'm going to stitch the little house. It's cute, but it looks like he's going to sit on it. So that is getting started on Christmas Day. And my last plan is, oh no, wait a minute. Oh yeah, my last plan is, and everybody's seen this one, American Welcome by Plum Street. Yep, Claire. I'm starting this on New Year's Eve with Heidi, the potty mouth stitcher. I think Stacy, the 911 stitcher. They're doing a stitch along, so I just horned in on it. I'm going to join with them. They don't know it yet, but I'll link them below. I think Heidi did. I made a comment on her last video, and she was like, yay, come join us. So that's going to get started on New Year's Eve. So that is all my plans. That is all my haul, my starts, my new starts, my whips, the whole 9 yards. And now we're going to have a giveaway. Since, what did I just do in my book where the giveaway charts are? Oh, I buried it under stuff somewhere. Well, they're here somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. I just had them in my hand. Don't you hate to do that? Well, they're not there. Okay, well, we're going to have a giveaway as soon as I locate them, because I just laid them down somewhere. Oh, right here in front of my nose, Robin. Okay, so 500 subscribers, I said we're going to have a giveaway, and I hit that. I actually hit a little bit more. I think it's like 530 something now, so very, very, very excited about that. Very thankful. So I'm going to do a giveaway. I have 3 charts. We'll go to one winner. Use the word holiday in your comments. You can just use the word holiday. You can put it in a sentence. I don't care. Do whatever. So you're going to get Lizzie Kate. I can drive a stick. This is a cute little chart. And it's one color. I actually stitched this, and I did a purple and a purple and a purple, a purple on a purple. So you're going to get that. You're going to get Tiny Town Christmas. This is not this copy that I used. I actually bought it twice, so you're going to benefit from my purchases that I didn't pay attention when I bought it twice. And if you want my conversion let me know if you're the winner and I'll send it to you. I'll just take a screenshot of what I wrote down and send it to you. And you're going to get my copy of Santa's House. I did this a few months ago. This one does have what I used in my conversion. It's written down in here, but it, you know, it's not on the chart. Oh, sorry. You didn't get that chart. So anyway, use the word holiday, since we got 2 Christmas and a Halloween. Holiday will be sufficient. So use that in your description. And I'll draw the winner probably in my whip parade and send it to one winner. All right, I think that is all. So if that's all you came for was the stitching, do a little life update. Not very little of life update. Already said about my retirement. So yes, I'm retiring in 2 weeks. December the 12th is my last day. I've been a medical coder for almost 25 years. I'm not quite old enough to retire. I'll be 61 in March, so I'm a little shy of being able to get Social Security, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm tired. Life's too short. My husband and I sat down. We crunched numbers. He's a year older than me, so his Social Security starts in the spring. So I told him, I said, look, you've been retired since 2019. I lost my dad a year ago tomorrow. Lost his mom almost a month ago. My mom is in very good health. My daughter lives in New Mexico. Our daughter lives in New Mexico. I said, I've worked since I was 15 years old. I'm tired of working. So we sat down, we crunched numbers, we called our planner, blah, 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 blah. We're going to make it work. So 2 weeks, I told my work several months ago when we decided this, that, you know, I was planning on retiring at the end of this year, and it is what it is. So I'm very excited. So now I got to decide what I'm going to start for my retirement. It's got to be like a really special. So like I said, I'm thinking of the cactus, maybe one of the seahorse. I don't know. If you have an opinion, leave it in the comments below because I'd love to hear it. Or go look at my Instagram. I did post all the pictures over there. And I may have added one extra over there. I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, there's 5 or 6 that I'm contemplating. My mother-in-law did pass away about a month ago. It was November the 5th. We had our funeral the Saturday after. It was very sweet, very, very short and sweet. The preacher that did it was so sweet. And all my nieces and nephews came. Our daughter did not get to come since she lives in New Mexico. The plane tickets were just outrageous. And she had just seen her grandmother about a month before she passed away. So she said, I just want to remember her like that. And I said, yep, totally understand. So it's hard when you live that far away from family. But, you know, she's happy, healthy. So that's all I can ask for. And so anyway, we got that, you know, just trying to take care of her affairs, get all those things in order. My husband's doing pretty good. You know, he has his moments when he's, you know, he's sad. He was her caregiver for the last 18 months, him and his sister. She lived in a different state from us until the last 2 weeks. She came to live with us her last 2 weeks. And so we took care of her. So anyway, it's very bittersweet. She was in a lot of health. She had a lot of health problems. So we know she's in a better place now, but we miss her. Holidays are a little rough when, you know, you lose somebody, especially when it's real close. My dad died last year, December the 2nd. So that first Christmas was really tough. This year will be a little better, you know, because we've all had a year to get used to him not being here. And now with my mother-in-law, it's, you know, here we go again, start all over. But she's in a better place. So that is pretty much all of my life updates. Got our Christmas decorations up. Except a Christmas tree, because I didn't know we needed a Christmas tree until I plugged in the one we have and the lights don't work, and I am not stringing Christmas lights. So I got on Amazon and ordered a new one that's pre-lit, and it just arrived about 30 minutes ago from FedEx, and it will get put up tonight. So we're ready for Christmas. I think that's all. I probably won't be back, like I said. I'm not doing a Flossmas. I probably won't be back until the 1st of January and do my whip parade. I may pop in the middle of December. It depends on if I decide. I may do a little clip when I decide on what to do my retirement stitching or any new starts. I may do that sometime in December and then do my whip parade, but we'll see. So anyway, appreciate everybody joining. If you're new, thank you for checking me out. If you're returning, thank you for always coming back. please leave a comment below. I'll try to link everything below. I haven't been real good about putting things in my description box just because I haven't had time and I got lazy. So I have been listing some of my whips and the fabrics in my notes in my phone, so I'll try to copy and paste them to my description. But if there's anything you want to know, just please ask. Also, don't forget to use the word holiday in your comments so you can be in the running for the giveaway. But of course, you know, don't say the giveaway, don't say free, all that good junk. You know, everybody knows the spiel when you get a giveaway. Don't say all those bot words. So anyway, if I don't see you before Christmas, I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas. Happy, safe holidays, New Year's, you know, all those things. Stay safe. And I will see you guys sometime, maybe before the end of December, but most likely the 1st of January. So thanks. Bye.